What are the top 5 best weapons in Horizon Zero Dawn? Let's break it down in this video. Let me know your top 5 in the comments down below and don't forget to hit the like button. So before we start, I just wanted to know that this is my personal top 5 of weapons. Because of the different playstyles that are possible in this game, it's not weird that your top 5 could be totally different. After 90 hours, this is my favorite loadout of weapons. Number 5 is a unique weapon, the Tearblaster. You get this weapon from a side quest you unlock after you've beaten all the hunting grounds, and it's the only weapon that shoots out these shockwaves to remove components of the enemy. It's not only easier to use than, for example, Tearblast arrows, but it can also destroy parts that these arrows from the Sharpshot bow can't. For example, the machine guns from the Thunderjaw, so then you can almost only use melee attacks. Starting the fight with your Tearblaster makes the fight easier, so I totally recommend it. Completing the hunting grounds is really the best way to get the best weapons in Horizon Zero Dawn. If you got the 3 suns for every challenge, you will have access to the Lodge Warbow, the number 4 in my top 5. I like other bows more, mostly because they can deal simple damage, while the Lodge Warbow and other Warbow variants only have frost, corruption and shock arrows. While corruption is fun to use if you're fighting against multiple enemies, the machine that you choose to go corrupted will then go on a rampage and fight everyone, but that's not really handy when you go 1v1. Why it's still number 4 is because of the frost arrows. Those are super powerful against multiple enemies that are of course not strong against frost. I already made a video about my best tactic that involved the Lodge Warbow as well. Just make sure that they are frozen and then use another weapon to deal a ton of damage. For example, the number 3, that is the Shadowhunter Bow. A bow I use a lot as a second choice in the main story, and I still do. If I don't want to waste a lot of wires that are needed for the stronger arrows of the Sharpshooter Bow, I would go for the hardpoint arrows of the Shadowhunter Bow. Apart from 2 different damage arrows that are super handy against bandit, for example, I'm in love with the fire arrows. They are really nice versus corrupted enemies and also a snapmaw and also corruptors. And man, I hate corruptors because they really have not a lot of weak spots compared to the other machines. So yeah, to see them burn is really nice. Okay, it's fun to see a lot of machines burn. So that's why the Hunter Warbow is on number 3. This was difficult, the number 2 and the number 1, because I really love them both a lot. But I will go for the Lodge Blast Sling on number 2, simply because I did not use a Blast Sling through the main missions, because I first tried the other Sling weapon and I simply was not a fan. The Blast Sling is different though. It's a ton of fun to throw bombs at machines because it always does a ton of damage. Then you also have the different bombs. Sticky that obviously stick to the enemy and then explode for a ton of damage. You have the proximity bombs that are fun to lure enemies in. It's just that all these bombs are handy in many situations, and the impact that you see in the machines is just amazing. So yes, this is a really great combination with the frost arrow combo from the Lodge Warbow. Killing enemies in 20 seconds, it's totally awesome. But no, that is not my favorite weapon. It's a weapon that I used a ton until I got hold of the Lodge Blast Sling. But now I've been using it again because my blaze resources to craft the ammo for the Lodge Blast Sling have been pretty low. So my number 1 of the top 5 weapons is the Shadow Sharpshot Bow. I would love to have a Lodge or a better version of this one, but still the Shadow variant gets the job done. It's perfect for precision damage to certain parts of the machine to break them. It uses the best arrows in the game, but also has Tearblast arrows. And those are great for shooting off a disc launcher of the Thunderjaw, for example, or other components. You can really finish the game with only this weapon. I mean, I did, and I only switched to the Shadowhunter Bow for less damage because simply I didn't have enough wires to keep shooting with my Sharpshot bow. Anyway, the Shadow Sharpshot Bow is my favorite weapon in Horizon Zero Dawn. Let me know your top 5 weapons in Horizon Zero Dawn in the comments down below. I got way more top 5 videos lined up, so be sure to subscribe for more Horizon Zero Dawn content. Like the video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Thanks a lot for watching, goodbye.